I came across this article in a forum, and it's kind of laughable. It's from about a year ago, and it's called "Men Do See the Mess, They Just Aren't Judged for It the Way Women Are." And you know, this is all a bunch of crap. It isn't. It has nothing to do. The reason that men don't do the housework as much as women do, and all that. It's because men. It isn't because they're dirt blind. It isn't even because they aren't judged for it the way women are. It's because men don't do it. And the reason they don't do it is because they're fucking lazy. And the reason they're fucking lazy is because they think that anything women do is degrading. It's too degrading to do this. It's beneath them to do it. So it's up to their inferiors to pick up after them. It's really not hard to figure out, folks. None of this stuff is rocket science. And this thing went on for I don't know how many hundreds of words, trying to claim that it's, well, of course there's chore inequality. Of course it is. Because men are too fucking lazy to do anything. And then I've heard one time I read something where it said that, well, couples give women more, decide women do more of the housework and all that crap because it balances out the wage disparity. It has nothing to do. This stuff has nothing to do with a man making more money than a woman. This has to do with time. It's a time suck. And men need to get off their fucking asses and do it. But the big cure here, well, before I get to that, it's also anything women do, it's denigrated by men. And men find every excuse in the book to denigrate things that women are forced to do or conned to do. Like women are conned to do this homemaking stuff because men give lip service that it's a fulfilling career. And I always, even as a little girl, I thought, if it's such a great career, why don't you do it? That's your answer. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it at all. But women still do this crap. They still do it. They do it to keep peace in the family. Maybe they're afraid the man's going to leave them and they're going to be destitute. Or they're going to get beaten or killed. I don't know. I really don't know why women do it. I suppose there's a reason for every woman why they do this bullshit. But they do. They're not women's jobs. But anything men don't like are relegated to women. And you'll hear the excuse about, and I should talk at some length, and maybe I will someday, about the wage gap. Well, it does exist. There is a thing called primary earners and secondary earners, and there is such a thing of denigrating women-dominated fields. And it all stems from the perverted family wage idea that men are providers and women are dependents, and women don't need the money the way men do because men have families to support. So they hoard it. The jobs they dominate in are inflated. They have inflated pay almost always. It's not because the jobs are harder or require more education or are better. The feminists made especially of the Caroline Bird sort, made a big deal that women should go into male-dominated fields to make more money because they're better. Well, no, they're not better. They're paid more because men do them. Because it goes back to that notion that the unions and churches 100 years ago peddled to give men a subsidy so women wouldn't have to work. That it would keep peace in the family, that it would help families, blah, blah, blah. The whole purpose of the family wage was to keep women out of the labor market. But I could go on that. So this stuff always burns me up because women don't have to do any of this stuff. This stuff is not women's work. Men could get off their damned asses and help. And really, if women were smart, they wouldn't even live with men at all. And that would be your answer right there. They'd have to do it. They would have to do it. But when women are sitting there an hour and 20 minutes per day cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry, about a third of that is just spent cleaning. Men, on the other hand, spend a half an hour performing these duties and only 10 minutes scrubbing and tidying. Must be UK when you say tidying, because Americans don't use the word tidying. So that's the UK. But they don't do it because they got a woman doing this crap for them. And it is crap. It's not a career to sit there and do that stuff. There's nothing fulfilling about it. It's because men don't do it because they're lazy shits. They think that it's beneath them to do it, that it's degrading, and they're inferiors, women. They're the ones that are supposed to do it. So none of this crap trying to analyze what is so obvious right in front of your face. So if women really want to avoid this stuff, don't live with a man at all.